Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 7th August 2018. Time right now is 11:02 in the morning. Okay. Um, I wanted to give you my thoughts with regards to why it's important for a person to stand out. Why it's, or, like in layman's language, you say stand out, or why is it necessary to be a personal brand? Okay. Let me give you an example so that you can relate to it. Say, for example, action stars. If I would take the name of action stars, let's say Tom Cruise, you get a particular image of more like a double agent, like a Mission Impossible. If I take the name Jackie Chan, you get someone who can keep jumping from one place to another doing karate stunts. Bruce Willis, you think of Die Hard. Keanu Reeves, you think of more of the Matrix kind of movies. Then Jason Statham, you think of a slightly muscled guy. Then if I give you the name, what's his name? Let me think of some names like The Rock, the Dwyane Johnson, okay? Vin Diesel. So with each and every name that I give you, you get a different feel, you get a different look, you get a different image. Like a Bruce Lee is different from, let's say, a guy who is completely muscled like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so now these are actors. Now each actor has a different look, a different feel, and he appeals to a different audience. Now let's have a look at actresses. If I say Natalie Portman, if I say Julia Roberts, if I say, let's see, Charlize Theron, Emma Stone, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Lawrence. Now each and every actress whose name I took has a different look, has a different style, has a different image, has a different feel. Okay, so I give you the names of different guys. I give the names of different girls. Each one stands out. Like a Lady Gaga is different from, let's say, Christina Aguilera. Even Susan Boyle, a very different look. You have Luciano Pavarotti, who is an opera singer. He has a different look. So each and every person has a very different look. Even if you take rappers, let's say Vanilla Ice, olden days, Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer, two different polar personalities. Then you have Eminem's and Dr. Dre. And then you have, what's his name? Can't get her name, yeah. Drake. I just came to know of this guy, Drake. Let me give you her name. Yes, Beyonce. What's Beyonce's husband's name? Beyonce's husband, what's his name? Jay-Z. Sorry, not very much into the rap culture. So you have Kanye West, you have Jay-Z, you have Lil Wayne, all these different names. I'm just checking on Google. So each and every artist has a different feel, a different look, a different behavior, different. Even if you take wrestlers, you have The Undertaker, who is a different look and feel. You have Shawn Michaels, different looking with Triple H. You have The Rock, obviously. You have Hulk Hogan. You have, previous days of the past, Bret the Hitman Hart. You have Ultimate Warrior. So each and every person is a different character, has a different music, has a different outfit, has a different look and feel and behavior. So in the same way, you as a person, you need to have a different look, feature, feel, appeal, voice, structure, mannerism, layout. Now, you'd say that, yeah, Lloyd, we all are different. But here's the thing. If you all are different, why is it that people are not able to identify you as you? Now, in my case, obviously, because of my tattoos, I stand out. So that is the first point of recognition. So obviously, the visual appeal. Now, you don't need to have tattoos, but you do need to stand out. And where it is more important is when you're hunting for a job, when you're looking out for a job or you're looking for a business relationship, you must stand out. I think I realized this very early on because it was not only me wanting attention to stand out. I think it was necessary for me in the crowded marketplace to position myself. Let's say, for example, this is the real story of when I started off my career. Now, obviously, I wanted to move into training. I wanted to train people, teach people. So I asked myself, what is it that I could offer people? Now, those days, I used to know public speaking because I was into public speaking, Toastmasters. But what I realized is just public speaking was not going to pay me enough money, because Toastmasters was non-profit and they were only paying, let's say, 1,000 dirhams, which was hardly like 275 US dollars, or, roughly $300 annually. So if members were paying that kind of money for a 1 year membership, how much would they pay me? So most of them they didn't have the money, or they didn't want to spend the money. So I was like, I'm not going to survive in public speaking. So then I started going to train myself in different coaching disciplines: life coaching, career coaching, coactive coaching, uh, uh, corporate coaching, all the different kinds of coachings that are NLP, whatever. I went into all of them. But then I realized that if I were to join any discipline, like, and be called as a, let's say, a life coach, there were so many other life coaches, NLP, so many other NLP coaches. I was like, I didn't want to associate myself with them and be identified because of them. I wanted to be me and identify myself with me and through me as a brand. So then obviously it came to, what can I offer? So I saw people offering life coaching, coactive coaching, about career, resumes, interview, public speaking. So I was like, I need to help people identify and position themselves as unique, as I did for myself. So that is where it slowly evolved into personal branding. And that is where I try to stand out. Now, how did I position myself where everyone else wore a suit and tie? I decided I was never going to wear a suit and tie. Never. Where everyone tried to dress up in the most expensive outfits, going in the most expensive cars, I said I will go simple, even to the point of wearing slippers, actual slippers. I would wear slippers or flip-flops, just ordinary jeans, because obviously if you train in companies like Oracle, LG, IBM, Google, you can't go with, shorts or something. So, and especially Middle East is slightly, they're slightly conservative over there. So just wore flip-flops, I wore jeans, and I wore a t-shirt. And that was a stark contrast to most other trainers who would wear a full suit, expensive Rolex watches, and some would wear three-piece suits and come in super expensive cars, Range Rovers and all that. So I positioned myself that way. So I not only looked tattooed, I dressed up simple, and where other people used PowerPoint to communicate their message, I said I was not going to use any of these, gimmicks, hide behind a PowerPoint or show visual this thing. I was going to engage people into actual real life activities or stories. And that's how I managed to position myself. And over the period of time, I was able to add more aspects to myself and explicitly show people. Like, for example, I was the only guy who used profanity that is online. I wouldn't use it in front of customers and clients. I didn't want to position myself as, oh, you can do it, you're amazing, you're special. I was like, fuck all that. That's bullshit. I'm not going to say something I don't personally believe in. If a person's, let's say, a person's a waste, a person's not focused, a person is not disciplined, I'm not going to say, yo, you can do it. No, I'm sorry, you can't do it. You need to face up with the reality. So I positioned myself in a very unique aspect, from the way I spoke, to the way I communicated, to the way I spoke to people. I shared my ideas, my concepts, and that is how I became unique. So that is where Machedo stood out. So now your challenge is, if someone takes your name, do you stand out? Do you look different? Do you sound different? Is your message different? Is your feel different? Is the experience that they have with you is different? Are your rates different? So if you can explicitly position yourself in all these areas, then you stand out. But if you just do it just for the sake of gimmicks, like I know some people who just wear fancy glasses, blue color or yellow color, and wear a pink suit or a light blue suit, but then their work is more or less the same. It doesn't make any sense. It's like putting a Rolls-Royce body on a Ambassador Indian car. It doesn't become a Rolls-Royce. Putting a Lamborghini, the external, the skeleton on a, let's say, Toyota doesn't make it a Lamborghini. So many people focus on the external appearance, trying to look sophisticated and polished and amazing. People are not dumb. Customers are not dumb. You can't fool people. Like if I were to just take any of the books, the little bit of knowledge, 2-3 lines, and just spit it out at people, eventually people would catch me. They would say, excuse me, you took this line from this book or this author. So yes, we are born without knowing anything, and we learn as time goes on, and whatever most of the trainers are sharing with you is from knowledge that they receive from others, because when you are born, we don't know anything. We learn as we go along. However, there should be common sense, there should be logic, there should be a personal style to it. So even though I read stuff, like I may read handwriting analysis, I may read NLP, I don't agree with it. I think it's total bullshit. It's pseudoscience. And I say it as it is, even though I'm certified in that. If I were to read a book that says, yo, you can do it, believe in yourself, everyone is born special. No, I'm sorry. I totally disagree with this. So that personal touch comes through experience, comes through expertise, comes through using your logical mind, your interface, and being able to, validate that statement with examples and saying it in a way that people agree. People should say, you do make sense. So that is how you position yourself. So it's not just external gimmicks. It's not just, reading from few books and trying to tell people like, oh, this is what it is, because people can see through you. So make sure that your personal brand, if you want to stand out, it not only is a reflection of your personality, it is who you are, it is what you can consistently take over the period of time for the rest of your life. Because once you position yourself in a certain way, format or segment, you cannot keep changing it forever. Okay, it'll remain with you for the rest of your life. So these are my thoughts with regards to standing out and positioning yourself. Remember, everything should be unique to you, should be nothing but a reflection of who you are. Don't try to be who you're not, because eventually people will know you as being fake. And if they know you're fake, then it's a disaster. That's where it stops. So Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views. If you need my services, remember, Think Personal Branding. Do like the video. If you like it, don't like it, put a thumbs down and put your comments. I'd love to read your comments. And this is me signing off. Take care.